the new guilty plea in the Robert Mueller investigation. We have it all covered. A former top advisor to the Trump campaign. He stayed on during the transition, Rick Gates. He worked very closely with Paul Manafort, today pleading guilty. And late today, after that plea, we have just learned of new charges against Paul Manafort. We begin with ABC's chief investigative correspondent, Pierre Thomas, tonight.
He's the newest face to plead guilty and now expected to cooperate with Robert Mueller. Rick Gates was Paul Manafort's close business partner, but he also had close proximity to President Trump, right there on stage at the Republican National Convention. Gates was the former deputy campaign manager for Donald Trump and stayed on after Election Day working on the transition. In court today, Rick Gates pleading guilty to 2 felonies. With no apparent family or close friends in the room, Gates wore a suit, remained calm during the proceedings, and hints he wants a life with his children. At one point underscoring his decision by telling the judge, "I'm 45 years old, Your Honor." After the inauguration, he took a top position with a super PAC promoting President Trump's agenda, an insider who might know secrets within Trump world. And tonight, Paul Manafort reacting while under indictment himself, now clearly angered by his colleague's decision. "I continue to maintain my innocence. I had hoped and expected my business colleague would have had the strength to continue the battle to prove our innocence. For reasons yet to surface, he chose to do otherwise." Prosecutors accused Gates and Manafort of secretly funneling $75 million into offshore accounts and then failing to pay taxes on more than $30 million of it. The special counsel's office say much of the money came from Ukrainian officials with close ties to Vladimir Putin and the Kremlin. According to investigators, Gates using the money to pay for his mortgage, children's tuition, and interior decorating. The judge refers to Gates' cooperation in the case, and the judge asking him how he pleads. Gates said, "Guilty, Your Honor," pleading guilty to engaging in a conspiracy to defraud the United States government and lying to the FBI and the special counsel's office this month about the nature of their work. Gates could have faced more than 20 years in prison until his plea, now writing a letter to his family and close friends about his decision. The consequence is public humiliation, which at this moment seems like a small price to pay for what our children would have to endure otherwise. The maximum time he now faces is between 4 and 6 years, and possibly a further reduction based on his cooperation.
And Pierre Thomas with us live tonight from Washington. And Pierre, the special counsel doesn't agree to these plea deals unless he has a very good idea of what he's getting.
That's right, David. The special counsel would never agree to such a deal without knowing exactly what he's going to get from Rick Gates. Likely not only useful information, but critical to his investigation, David.
Pierre, while we have you, Rick Gates pleading guilty, as you reported. Paul Manafort, as you pointed out, not happy today. But tonight we have learned of new charges that came after this plea deal against Paul Manafort.
Yeah, David, at least 2 new counts involving Manafort allegedly secretly paying European politicians to pose as independent experts on the Ukraine when they were secretly lobbying for him. David?
Pierre Thomas leading us off on a Friday night. Pierre, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.